What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Property Profits Podcast. I have got some game for you on this show. So, if you ever run across a seller lead that has a mobile home, I don't do mobile homes, and you just want to pass on the lead, don't do it. I'm going to tell you how to evaluate this whole situation. All right. Mobile homes scare the hell out of people. I'm going to reference a book called Tin Can Alley. It will give you a ton of information on mobile homes, how to sell them on notes, how to buy them, what you should do, this and that. You should definitely get that book. I'm sure there's some other cool books on mobile homes, but that is one of my personal favorites. There's a lead. It's a mobile home. How do you value it? There's a lot of different ways. What I like to do is see how old the mobile home is, see how much rent they're getting in for the mobile home. Is it rented? Is it vacant? Just like any other property, you can value these things such different ways. Is it staying on the land? Was it considered a manufactured house? Is it tied to the land, or is it separate property? Right? If it's personal property and it could be moved by itself with just a title like a car, that's important to know. So let's cover that one first. Is it personal property? And you don't have to get super complicated with sellers when you're talking to them. Just say, is it tied to the land, right? And you can ask if it's personal property, and hopefully they know. But if they say, no, I could sell it, it's not tied to the land, sell it by itself. If you're in Texas, you go to TDHCA website, you can look for the ownership. I don't know what year it is, but let's call it 90 and above. I'm not sure what year it is. They stopped giving actual titles. It's called statement of ownerships. You can research those online and just type in the address where the mobile home is. A lot of times they'll come up. It'll show if there's tax liens. It'll show if there's mortgage liens. You do not want liens if you're buying something, or if you're wholesaling or whatever. You don't want to get a bad name for selling bad property. Because most of these things, if they're personal property, are not going through a title company. You can, but a lot of title companies aren't going to insure that. They're going to insure the land. But anyways, that's here nor there. What you're going to do is you're going to ask them these questions. You can go to Facebook Marketplace. You can see what these things are selling. You can Google the make and model after you look for the statement of ownership, the title. You get the width, the length, the year. You can see what this thing roundabout's worth. And a lot of times, I'm going to tell you, you can pick up these things for a couple grand or less, because to move a single wide is going to be $3,000 to $4,000. To move a double wide's double, because there's like two sections. It's a lot bigger. It's very costly. So if this thing's being rented though, and they're like, hey, I want 50 grand or 100 grand. It's a big difference between a mobile home, like an old mobile home, and a freaking manufactured house. A big ass double wide mobile home that's skirted real nice, that's with the land. It's a big difference. If I'm looking at something like that, I'm going to go to income approach first most of the time, because most of the time, in my opinion, mobile homes are depreciating assets, just like a car or anything like that. So if they want 100,000, I want to be able to get 2,000 a month. If that's a 2% rule is what I live by, right? You can get it half price. If they want 100,000, you get it for 50 and you think it's worth 75, whatever. I really look at the income approach when it comes to manufactured housing. It's just how I like to do things. Or if they'll take payments. We just locked up another 0% interest deal today on a house, not a mobile home. They want 100,000. You think value's somewhere around there? They'll take 0% interest. They'll take payments. You can get 1,500 a month for that mobile home. You get 1,000 a month, and they'll take 500 a month. Price is kind of irrelevant if it's paying for itself and you get a good term. It's just a turd of a mobile home. You can contract that thing for super cheap. They'll even give it to you in some instances. And you can find somebody that wants it. Somebody's got an empty lot, mobile home park owner, it's got an empty lot that would love to fill that lot with a cheap home, and you can make a fee. I'm gonna give you some other game. These dealers that sell mobile home, what do you think happens when they got to sell a new mobile home to somebody and the other one needs to get moved out, right? The people that live there don't want to pay $3,000 to $4,000 to $8,000 it is to move it. Sometimes they'll just want you to do that. Well, when these dealers get to knowing that you buy mobile homes, or you're the person, the guy or gal that can get them moved, even if you're not the one buying it, they're going to call you. They're going to tell their clients to call you, because guess what? They get commission when they sell a new product, a new home. right? So I hope this was super helpful. And if it has been, leave a review, an honest review, and let me know what you want to hear about. Let me know how you like this episode. And if you really got a lot out of it, refer a friend. I'd love it. We're here to drop value every single day, and I'd love to hear what y'all want to learn about. Thank you so much for jumping on today. I hope this was clear. And if not, shoot me a DM on Facebook, email